Custer's last stand didn't just end the battle. It triggered one of the darkest turning points in the history of the American West. When news reached the East Coast that Custer and over 200 men had been wiped out, the United States reacted with shock, anger, and a hunger for revenge. The public didn't know, or didn't care, that Custer had attacked a massive village of Lakota, Cheyenne, and Arapaho who were defending their own land. All they saw were headlines calling it a massacre, and that word changed everything. Within weeks, the US government launched a brutal, full-scale military campaign across the plains, winter campaigns, starvation tactics, burning lodges, food stores, and villages. They weren't just fighting warriors. They were attacking the entire way of life. This wasn't about one battle anymore. It became about breaking the tribes completely. The government forced the remaining Lakota and Cheyenne onto reservations by cutting off their food rations until they surrendered. Buffalo herds, the center of Plains culture, were slaughtered on an industrial scale. Over 30 million buffalo were wiped out within a decade, leaving native families starving and defenseless. Sitting Bull and his followers fled to Canada. Crazy Horse, exhausted and hunted, surrendered and was later killed under suspicious circumstances. Leaders who had won the battle were slowly destroyed by the war that followed. And then came the worst consequence of all. The US used the defeat at Little Bighorn as the final justification to seize the Black Hills, land guaranteed to the Lakota forever by treaty. The Black Hills were sacred, and they contained gold. After Custer's defeat, the government didn't just break the treaty, it tore it to pieces. By the 1880s, nearly every Plains tribe was confined to reservations. Their freedom was gone. Their land was gone. Their children were taken to boarding schools. Their culture was outlawed. So yes, the aftermath of Custer's last stand was awful. Not for the US Army, for the native nations who won the battle, but lost everything the moment the news reached Washington. Little Bighorn wasn't the end of a war. It was the beginning of a tragedy.